Ladies and gentlemen, the countdown is over. Crank the volume and lock in. This is episode 4, Digital Dilemma. The showdown starts now.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Imagine a fight. In one corner, you have a child. Their brain is still developing. The filters are not built yet. They are looking for a laugh, for connection, for someone to notice them.
In the other corner, it's not another child. It's a screen. Sometimes that screen is YouTube. Sometimes it's TikTok. Sometimes it's Snapchat, Roblox, Discord, or whatever comes next. Different apps, same goal. And it's fighting to keep their eyes on it just a little longer.
That is not a fair fight. And this fight is happening quietly, on beds, on couches, in the back seats of cars, in school hallways, every single day. If you zoom that fight into my own living room, and probably any one of our living rooms, it looks like this. I call my child's name from across the room. They answer 1 second. That 1 second turns into 10 minutes. The scroll never ends. The clips keep coming. And I realize I've been waiting a long time for eye contact.
Well, hey, you're not alone. This happens to most of us. Same room, same couch, but each of us in our own little world behind a glass screen.
If you are a parent, you know this feeling. The moment you reach for the phone, it feels like you're asking them to hand over a piece of their life.
I hear you. Nobody really prepares us for that moment. If this feels familiar, you did not fail as a parent. None of us woke up and said, "Today I want to fight with my child about screen time." The truth is simpler and heavier. You are in a contest that you never, ever signed up for.
On the other side of that screen are teams of designers, behavior experts, and learning machines, all working on one question. How do we keep your child's eyes here for one more second, then one more, and one more after that? In this episode, we are not here to say that phones are evil. We're not here to blame parents or shame teenagers. We are here as parents and educators ourselves, trying to understand this third parent in the room, the one that lives inside the phone and quietly shapes attention, habits, and even identity.
And to really understand this third parent, we have to be honest about how it walked into our homes. Not through some big evil plan, but through small moments that felt harmless at the time.
I know as a parent, I'm guilty for this, and so is Ibrahim. And probably most of us. Think about the first time you handed over your phone at a restaurant. Your child was tired, the food was taking long, people were looking over. You slid the phone across the table and said, "Just for a few minutes so we can eat in peace." It worked. The crying stopped.
Then it moved into other parts of the day. In the car seat on a long drive, in the waiting room at the clinic, in the masjid while you prayed, at a family visit when the adults just wanted to talk. Same pattern, a difficult moment, give them a device, earn a few minutes of quiet. We were not trying to create addiction. We were just trying to survive the day.
Over time, without any big decision, the phone moved from emergency backup to first response. Boredom, phone. Tears, phone. Awkward silence, phone. We taught their hearts and our own. That's the easiest way to escape discomfort, is to reach for a screen. Not because we are bad parents, but because we are human and we were tired.
That is how the third parent slowly took a seat at the table. It reads stories at bedtime. It rides in the car. It distracts at the grocery store. It even waits by the pillow at night. It is always patient, always entertaining, and never says it is too tired to talk. No wonder our children grow attached to it.
The harsh reality is, these are powerful tools we gave to our children without a manual. We didn't have one ourselves. We did it out of love, out of stress, out of wanting a little bit of quiet. Now the question for all of us, ourselves included, is not how did we let this happen, but what do we want to do next?
If you're still with us right now, that already says something about you. Most people have clicked away by this point. You stayed. You let your heart sit with us a little longer, and that is where the real change begins.
Before we move into part 2, we want to hear from you. In the comments, share one real moment you have had with devices or social media. Maybe it was in the car, at a restaurant, at bedtime, or even in the masjid. What happened, and how did you handle it as a parent or a teacher?
Your stories will help other families in other classrooms who are facing the same digital dilemma and feel alone in it.
In the next part, we are going to look at what all of this does to our hearts, to homes, and to our classrooms. And we will start talking about real practices that are actually in our hands. So leave your story below, share this episode with another parent or teacher, and then join us in part 2.